Alright guys, KILLAMCKILLCAM here, and I'm back with Killzone Shadowfall in the last and final chapter, chapter 10. And I am done. I have completed this elite mode twice now. The second time I did it without dying. If you want to even go back and look at the very end, or the very beginning of this video, you will see that I had 3 out of 3 lives and that I was on chapter 10 when I started this. So there you go. Now there's not much to explain in this video, no tips or tricks, just don't get spotted by any of the shadow marshals, and don't get spotted by any of the civilians. I at the very end got spotted and just fought my way through it, and you'll see how I did. I wanted to, every time I practice this chapter on the regular campaign, I've done it stealth without being noticed at all, and that's how I wanted to do it here, but that just wasn't the case. I got spotted at the end and there was nothing that I could do about it. So I'm not going to really commentate about this video clip, because you can just watch and see how I did it, and you could do it for yourself then. What I do want to talk about is I want to finish the conversation that I had on chapter 9 part 5, and I wanted to talk about what I hope to see in the future as far as Guerrilla Games and Killzone. And one of the things that I wanted to point out, and I pointed out in chapter 9 part 5, was that the whole campaign, there's this Black Glove terrorist group that blew up the building in, I think it was chapter 3 or 4, and you had Dr. Massar working for them, and then there was Stahl and Karen, and then they had a bunch of people from the Hellgas working for them, but it was basically just a terrorist group called the Black Glove. And if you notice throughout the campaign, every time you see Cinclair, except for the very first chapter, the father, everything after that, he's wearing a single black glove. Now, what if it turned out that he was the mastermind behind the Black Glove, and he is the Black Glove, and that he purposely had the building in Vecca City bombed, made it look like it was the Hellgas or the Black Glove with people from the Hellgas in their organization, so that they could go to war with the Helgans. Because you see throughout this whole entire chapter, and in this chapter, he's giving a speech right now about, us not being safe from the Helgans, and that we're only separated by a wall, and he wants to go to war. And the whole point of this chapter is to get revenge for him killing Lucas, and to stop a war from him. So I would like to see, I don't want to see a Killzone 5, I want to see a Killzone Shadowfall Part 2, and I want it to pick up right where this one left off. And you see, somehow everybody got alerted here. You're not going to want to do that. But then again, I've did in the practice, when every time I try to melee that guy, he would scream and get everybody's attention. So I don't know what to do. Do what you want to do on this chapter, and just don't get killed. So anyways, I would like to see Killzone Shadowfall Part 2, and I would like to see it pick up right where this one left off. Maybe if Echo gets apprehended by the Shadowfall, or if she makes it out. Either way, Guerrilla Games, they make great games. They can decide how it plays out, but that's what I would like to see. I'd like to see Killzone Shadowfall start from this point and then go from there. And I would like to play as Echo, as the Hellgast, and I would like to see their side of the story and where they're coming from. Because no matter how flat you make a pancake, it still has two sides. And I think that would be a great way to start Killzone Shadowfall Part 2. And I think it would be a great game. I think a lot of the Killzone community would agree with me. And hopefully the next game to come, has better advertisement, maybe, I don't know, better endorsements. It just saddens me to see, I'm seeing now that the multiplayer for Killzone Shadowfall is down to 3 playlists, and not very many people are online playing this game right now. And it's such a good game. It's such a good game, and the graphics are just awesome, and the gameplay is awesome. And you know, I think Guerrilla Games really tried hard to make both the campaign and the multiplayer, you know, very playable and very fun. You know, and then just look at the maps and all the details that are in the maps. All the weapons are balanced. And you know, there is a problem with spawn trapping, but when I get in a game and I'm on a team that's being spawn trapped, I don't blame Guerrilla Games for that. I blame my teammates for that. You know, why aren't you guys cloaked? Why aren't you guys teleporting out of spawn? Why aren't you guys putting down spawn beacons? You know, and I get frustrated because of that, you know, because of my teammates. It's not the game. I mean, they made 2 different bases for both teams on either side of the map, and then they put down those turrets to try to prevent spawn trapping. It doesn't really work that well. I mean, it gives a guy a chance to at least gather his thoughts and try to figure out how he's going to get out of the spawn. But, you know, you guys playing in multiplayer, dude, if you're being spawn trapped, use your cloak, use your teleporting ability, use your beacon, your spawn beacon. You know, teleport out of the fucking spawn into the middle of the map. Use your fucking cloak ability, and then use your spawn beacon and put it somewhere it's not going to be seen. Put it somewhere it's not going to get spawn trapped. You know, and but the game is great, and I've seen the same thing happen with Crysis 3, and an awesome fucking game, and then it just died fast, and it went from a lot of people playing to just a couple hundred people playing, and it's the same couple hundred people every time you get on there. And I think Killzone's going to do the same, but I hope they continue the series with a Killzone Shadowfall Part 2, and I hope it picks up right here. And thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys soon. See ya.